Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the BEST part number 1882120 package of 50 spacers, 6-pin spacers these are called, and what this is simply used for is when you are installing a 6-pin cylinder and into a 7-pin housing. You would use one of these behind the core itself. It would literally slide over the tailpiece, or throw member, I suppose. The unit would also be used if you're installing a 5-pin, small format interchangeable core into a 6-pin housing, or two of them from a 5 to a 7. 5-pin is extremely unusual. I've never actually seen one, but they do exist. They are manufactured. But really where you're going to use this is where you have a typical 7-pin housing and you are installing a 6-pin core into it. And this video is just to bring visual evidence of what this spacer is. This is going to be packaged when you order, mortise cylinder housings. You'll get this. The diameter of the unit, 0.515. The thickness of the unit, of the spacer, 0.147 thick. Okay, let's switch to the screen view and see if we can locate any supporting documentation for this item. Here's the item that we are looking at. Not much to see here, but let's go here to the manufacturer's page. And this page is very helpful because it will allow us to view not only all of the BEST products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, but a link to the product catalog. And let's go back and copy our part number. I doubt it's going to show up in their product catalog, even though it's, well, actually I'm wrong. It does show up in the product catalog, which might be part of a service manual. It does show you what that part looks like. The point of mentioning service manual was to look at the entire service manual right here, Best Access Service Manual. And let's see what is in this page, or in this document. We do a find function on our keyboard. We're going to find some instances of this spacer. Exactly what it's supposed to look like. You know, it's obviously going to be used in knob trim. Here, it's used in their 8K unit. That's where they have it listed. The one E7 cylinder, you'll certainly see this installed in, and it's not coming up in the service manual, but if we look at the mortise and rim cylinder catalog, this would be standard packaging with a 1E7 cylinder. Okay, accepts all BEST cores. It does, but you'll want that included spacer to be there as well. The purpose of pointing out to you this page will show you where the service manual is, where the product catalog is, and other encyclopedic documents such as the A2 and A4 keys system training. If you want to learn how to pin interchangeable core, this would be a small format interchangeable core. That would be a very helpful document. As would the A2 system service manual here. There are 3 platforms of pinning theory from BEST: A2, A3, and A4. Of those 3, A3 is not used now except to service existing systems because it was found to be, in a long-term sense, faulty. But this document will allow you to understand the principles and theory of combinating BEST cores. So if you're trying to learn how to do it, this would be a great document. And you can teach yourself how to do it. I'm sure there must be countless videos online showing how it's done. And I know that I have a very brief one as well. So handy documents is the reason, encyclopedic documents is the reason of pointing out to you this page. Not too much to say about this spacer, but perhaps it's more valuable to know where to find these resources. Let's wrap up this video on camera. In conclusion, like I said just now, not much to say about these spacers. They are 50 in a package. When you buy one, you're purchasing a package of 50. That is just how these are sold. There is a real tremendous culture of excellence when it comes to technical support at Best. They are very responsive. They answer the question. They research the problem. And they get back to you is the bottom line. And they pretty much always go beyond the standard effort of looking to solve the problem. What that would be, two instances I'd like to mention. I had asked them recently, why is it that they measure mortise cylinders from the underside of the head to the back of the brass body and not including the cam, as does, I think, everyone else? They really researched that. Number two is I have a client with a combinator, okay? The Best original machine for originating keys. They call it a combinator. And it was cutting incorrectly. It was cutting where the setup stroke was not advancing the carriage to the first position. So the client would run his setup stroke and then make his 6 pulls for his keys. He found that when he would insert the key, it didn't work, but when he'd pull it out one pull position, one chamber position, it would then work. And I was able to contact the factory, and they supplied all of the data that they had on the issue, and that was forwarded to the client. And the client's been able to rectify the problem in the field. So above and beyond is what it takes. The client's only other option there was to send the unit back to the factory for repair, which is several hundreds of dollars, etc. So really great tech support, customer service too at Best, all around. Any questions on the 1882120 package of 50 6-pin spacers or any other Best product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.